I think I've got it now. I think it's on now. This is a test. For the next 60 seconds, we will conduct this test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test. Had this been an actual emergency, you would have heard the warning sirens going off time and time again. Can you all hear me okay now? I'm so sorry. Has anybody still got this on? Marianne, are you there? I think I've got this fixed. Is anybody? I'm waiting for a notification that my sound is coming on. Can you all now hear me? Sandra Jackson says yes. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Kimberly. I think I was on for about 5 minutes before I finally looked at the comments and it said, Craig, we can't hear you. Okay. So now let's play like this is starting all over again, shall we?
Okay, well, I got pancakes.
Jane's fixing pancakes. So now, and I'm hungry, so I'm going to get through this. By golly, I'm going to get through this. Mandy, thank you. Kimberly says we're on. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? Now I really mean it. Lori Pluggy says we're on. That's all I needed to know. Here's how it should have gone. Live from Hardy, Arkansas, or actually the outskirts of Hardy, 11 miles from the nearest Walmart, it's Saturday Morning Live, being brought to you by Walnetto Arts and Entertainment, where imagination makes us think we have more money than we actually do. And welcome.
Sing.
Okay. Okay. Now that we're here, now that I finally got the mic working, it's great to have you all here. Thank you for joining us. My name is Craig O'Neill. I'm a 54-year veteran of broadcasting. I was on radio for 31 years. I was on television for almost 24 years. And I'm a native of Arkansas, born and raised in Little Rock, graduate of Little Rock Central and Arkansas State University. And I'm just telling you all this in case you have no idea who this is, or if you're in China.
You still don't know how to plug in a mic.
Right. If you're in China, and don't let on that you're watching this, or Congress will ban you. So, or ban Facebook, like they did TikTok. Okay. Okay. Kimberly Miles is listening in Northwest Arkansas. She's a registered nurse. Kimberly, you're going to love Scott Covert. Scott Covert is leaving Channel 11. He's going to go to Northwest Arkansas and work on Channel 5. He's going to be the chief meteorologist. It's more money for him, and it's a great move for him. He is from Ozark, so it's really going to be good for him to go back to the place that he knows so well, Northwest Arkansas, or West Arkansas. Anyway, congratulations to Scott Covert. The only downside of this is my friends at Channel 11 now need to replace him on mornings because he's become so good. And here's the thing about Scott. He came to Channel 11, and I thought he was nice. I thought he was pleasant. But by the time he's leaving, he is a force. He came to us. He lost weight. He got involved with animal rescue and the working with the Animal Village. He also did the feature Eat It Up, which became one of the most popular features on Channel 11. And now that he's leaving us, he became a force, a promotional force, and he's going to take that to Northwest Arkansas. Again, though, the problem with Channel 11 is, what are they going to do now for morning show weather? The rumor is, just between you and me, the rumor is Todd Yacobian is coming to Channel 11. Doesn't like it at 4. They've already made him mad. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Joke. was a lot funnier when the mic wasn't working. Mandy Hall says someone else needs to take up the Eat It Up. I love that segment. I do too, but I love it way too much. I was on it 3 times, and all 3 times I overate like a madman. I ate like a condemned man, like I hadn't eaten in months. And they had me there, and I'm on TV. I'm trying to be on TV. I'm trying to be a personality and help with the segment. No, all I can think of is the food. All 3 times, all I could go was, yeah, Scott, whatever. And I just kept eating. Half the time I was talking with my mouth full. So it ain't going to be me doing Eat It Up. Besides that, I've retired. I need to update you on a couple of things. And I was talking about this until I realized my mic wasn't working. And first of all, the first update involves the Ramblin' Razorback Temple of Faith and the parrot Buddy, owned by Elsinore Piggy. Let me give you the story. The backstory is that Buddy started cussing. At the end of the football season, he was starting to drop a few words, and then as the basketball season progressed, it got worse and worse. And Elsinore Piggy swears, not like Buddy, but she swears that it wasn't her that introduced Buddy to the cuss words, that Buddy has such a natural intelligence and vocabulary that all he could do to show his displeasure with what was happening on the screen, and she claims he knows, all he could do was cuss. So she sent him to a pet therapist in St. Louis for an entire month. It cost her $5,000. She got him back. This bird is valuable because this bird, in public and public appearances and events, this bird would call the hogs, and people would come from everywhere to watch this parrot call the hogs. Well, point being, she got Buddy back. Basketball season got a little bit better. Buddy did not cuss, even during the SEC tournament and Arkansas's terrible loss to South Carolina. Bird never cussed once. The problem is that Buddy now calls the hogs like this. Woo! Pig! Oh. And that just doesn't sit right with the Ramblin' Razorback Temple of Faith. So there's always baseball season. All year long, we've been kicking the Razorback can down the road. Okay. Just thought you might want that update. Oh, one other update. And this is about the time I realized my sound wasn't working earlier, but I was in the middle of this and got so absorbed I didn't check my comments that were saying things like, we can't hear you. Coach Rolly Peterball would be here to talk about this, but it's a big controversy in Roosterpoot. The Organization of Women Balloteers, OWB, they're women who are interested in politics and civic involvement, engagement. They thought it'd be cool as a fundraiser to have a mock debate between Biden and Trump. Now, they can't get the candidates, obviously, down to Roosterpoot, so they thought they would prepare a script and get 2 men from the community, one to play Biden and one to play Trump. They would sell tickets. People would vote on who did the best. They got 2 Lazy Boy chairs donated that they put on stage for both men. And they went to a nursing home to get the men to play Trump and Biden. And this was the problem, because when the old man got in the Lazy Boys last week for the mock debate, they both fell asleep. So OWB had no recourse but to refund the tickets. And so now they're looking at maybe doing it, maybe getting some actors from Memphis. But again, they'll have to, it's going to cost a lot in makeup. So they're working on that. What else do we want to share with you? Oh, Jane, you want to show your rocks, or are you in the middle of making?
Hold on just a second. Yeah, I thought I was going to do that.
Well, it was the sound. And now people have quit showing up, so I'm not real sure we're on anymore anyway.
Well,
Here.
But after that story, I can see why.
Yeah.
What is this thing?
Show him your rocks.
Well,
Jane rocks.
When I come to Hardy, I keep looking for rocks, and I know everybody does painted rocks, but I found this big old beauty last time we were up here, and I left him here. Well, I'm shaking the table, and big old eyes.
Yeah.
And I've got some more that I'm working on that have been up here a while. But so I got a few of my toys. Posca paint sticks.
Look at that.
I also have been working on a series of coloring pages, which actually could be a book, and it's Travels to Imaginary Lands on Fantastical Beasties. Now these are some sort of gnome family, but they allow these little tree pixies to ride on their hat so they can pick the berries.
Let's make sure people know these don't make cookies.
What?
These are gnomes, not elves.
No.
They don't make cookies.
No.
So,
they're
very particular.
And they feed, and they always leave something for the gruntles that live underground. The other thing, so I'm going up here. I got all my toys. I probably will work about 10 minutes the whole time I'm up here. But anywho, well, once upon a time I did coloring books, and this is one I did. It's my favorite, and it actually is a children's story.
Look at that, y'all.
But it was done as a coloring book when I still was doing that and had a publisher, and I have 2 copies left, and my husband decided to read it as a book to children yesterday, and he said it was such a hit. It's things like everybody has a magical friend that has different things they can do, and
look at these faces of these kids who saw it yesterday. Look at those. So
I have been asked by my husband to color all those in, and so he can use it as a story time book.
Oh, you should. After what we saw.
Do you know how long it's going to take?
I know. We've had this discussion.
But anyway, because they're quite complex drawings, but they're fun. And
here's Holden. Let me tell you, when I told Holden that you were going to do that, look at his expression. I said, Holden, my wife's going to make a children's book just for you, made of imaginary friends. Extraordinary imaginary. Look at that.
Magical friends. It's a little bit different from your imaginary friend, because it's a special club, and they all have magical powers. So that's what I do, and I may do another drawing.
And I want to go ahead.
I'm going to go see about the pancakes now.
Well, let me have the mic back.
Does it work?
Wade Rainey, how you doing? Wade Rainey, good to have you here.
But I want to tell you something.
What?
In Peavine, Arkansas, which is my fictitious town, we have the Ladies League of Political Activities.
LLPA.
The LOPAs. They really wanted to say polite political activities, but they didn't want to have PP in there. So it's the LOPAs. And they definitely would not try to stage a fake debate. No. Because that may not be polite enough. Because nothing's very polite in politics right now, so I'm steering clear of it.
Oh, well, I'm glad you did.
All the Lopez want you to do is be informed, listen to the truth, and vote. And that's all I got to say.
Wow, very good. How about that? Let's hear it for Jane, ladies and gentlemen. Jane, let's hear it for Jane. I think I smell the pancakes.
Okay, is that a hint? You want me to get out of here? All right.
Oh, we're going to talk about this. Look at that.
Bye.
Look at that. I want to show you my favorite picture.
Bye. Okay.
My favorite picture from the Kids Club read yesterday at Whole Foods. Look at this picture. This picture I'm about to show you defines the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. It defines the moment when all adults read to children, no matter the child's age. This picture says it all. Here we go. Look at that. A point of discovery. The child looking at the pictures. May not know the words. In fact, doesn't know the words. That child is too young. But that child has already been challenged by a book. And they will tell you with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, child psychologists will tell you this is when a child's brain is exploding and building neurons and expanding. And boy, when you get books that early at age, it's got to have an impact. How about that? Isn't that beautiful? One last picture to share with you, then I'll let you all go. I really appreciate y'all showing up for this because it's been another edition of Oops. So that's the new name of this show.
And we're not at home. We're on vacation, sort of.
I can't quite seem to get it together. I'm so sorry here. But one more. And this is from Whitehall. Y'all know how Whitehall got its name? There was a church that was painted white, had a dirt parking lot. There is a spring in Whitehall. And people in the old days, back in the 30s and 40s, would come fill up their jugs with spring water in Whitehall, in Jefferson County. And it was safe, obviously, or they wouldn't be doing it. So they would say, I'll meet you at Whitehall, meaning the white church. Anyway, at Whitehall, at their brand new community center, they had community service awards on Tuesday. Well attended, great stories, wonderful people. And there's the mayor who's so proud of his town. That's just half that crowd, by the way. And the mayor's the former police chief. And the mayor got the biggest laugh of the day. I was a little bit jealous of him, but he talked about being a police chief when he used to cruise Whitehall. And there was a daycare that has been in business for over 50 years in Whitehall that won a special award. And he said when he was police chief, he'd drive by there and see the little boys pissing through the fence. Well, it was funny. You had to be there. You had to be there. By the way, Scott Covert just showed up. Scott, I need to let you know that you've gotten a lot of people upset, but at the same time, the people in Northwest Arkansas are welcoming you to their community with open arms. And I have endorsed the move. I certainly understand you deserve to be a chief meteorologist.
Yes, you do. Hey, Scott.
Thank you, Scott. And congratulations. I knew that when they were doing the Eat It Up series and they had gone to every restaurant, once you went to every restaurant, that was pretty much going to be it for you. And then when they made you eat at a bowling alley.
I saw that and went, whoa.
They had Scott at Professor Bowl for Eat It Up. I went, well,
maybe,
Scott's out of here.
It must be good.
Scott gave me 3 hearts. Okay. All right, y'all. That's enough. I've been on twice now, once with no sound, and maybe those of you who tuned back in are wishing there hadn't been sound, but hey, Jane's Rocks, the controversies in Roosterpoot, and thank you all for watching. We'll be back next Saturday for more of Oops, better known as, actually it's the other way around. We'll be back next Saturday for Saturday Morning Live at 10, better known as Oops, and hopefully with sound and picture back in the rock.
Well, and you can always go to my Facebook or Instagram, Jane F, as in fabulous, Hankins 60. I prefer you to go to my public page because everybody can go there. No friending necessary, and that's the one I look at the most.
By the way, Linda Polk enjoyed it very much.
She did.
I'm sorry, Lisa Polk. Thank you, Lisa. And she's friends of the Delta Dog. Don't forget their Egg My Yard fundraiser coming up. That's what they call it in March.
Only they're Easter eggs.
In Marble. That's in East Arkansas. So.
Pancakes are ready.
Sylvia Summers says thank you for enjoy your vacation. Sylvia, thank you for watching. And I love the lake that was named after you. Okay, we're done. Saturday Morning Live, brought to you by Walnetto Arts and Entertainment, where imagination has got me thinking more about pancakes than it does Saturday Morning Live. Thank y'all for watching. All right. See you later.